Yo, Chief 05. We back, man. Life and Love podcast. The last class with class. Chiefs 05. What's up? As y'all can see, I have a special co-host today. My brother.
Yeah, man.
Reginald. Nichols.
Yo. Hey, what's going on,
What's
Class
up,
05?
man? What's
Man,
up, man?
not much, brother. Okay, good to be on here with you, man. And yeah, it's always good seeing you. And yeah, I love you. That's pretty much it, man.
I love you too, brother. So I just
What's
wanted to
up?
have you. It kind of happened, like I'm saying, something happened this morning, but I called you. We was on the phone. I was like, man, you know what? I want you to hop on the show tonight because it's been a minute since we recorded something together. Just been side by side.
Right, yeah.
You've been in Knoxville for 20 years, right?
And
In
yeah.
Knoxville for 20 years. So
Yeah.
we used to do everything together when we was childhood, right? So I wanted to be part of this experience with my class because y'all did invite me. A class 04 been showing me a lot of love. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to at least have my brother at least on one of these podcasts to roll with me. But also I knew you had a relationship with the guest we got today. So when I thought of you, I was like, man, Rich would be a perfect person to add to this. So I can hang with my brother and also hang with the guest today. Since y'all got a relationship too. So
Yeah.
it's just an honor to have you. So I want to tell you I love you.
Yeah, man, I love you too, man. Yeah, no, I appreciate that, man. And just seeing what you've been doing with the podcast and the class of 2005, you in the committee, and just seeing how much work you put into this and how you've been able to transform this into the ministry and being able to include Christ into this, man, is the part that brings me more joy because you like really, doing, you could continuing the legacy of Mama, and that makes me proud, man, because that's what it's about. We children of God and we believers, and so it makes me proud to see that this is your way into the ministry.
Appreciate it. Like I said, I'm glad you brought Mom up. Like you said, tomorrow her birthday. That was another reason I thought about it. I said, man, me and Reggie, we come on podcast, celebrate that. That'd be a gift to our mom, she resting up in heaven, Christ. So, we just want to thank Mom, for everything.
Yeah, thank you, Mama. It ain't a day that goes by that I don't think about that woman, man. And she passed away. Man, are we going on 3 years now?
Yes, 3 years.
Man, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So 3 years, and anytime I think about her, I be laughing, man. She used to have me tripping. She was. She always knew what to say. Me and Mom, we used to talk in the wee hours. So I used to have her to myself. 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock. Sometimes when I was leaving work, when I was closing a restaurant and driving home 1 o'clock in the morning. She always, we had them good conversations. So
right.
I miss that the most. But she left us so many videos and Facebook stuff where I can just pop in and just be tripping when she funny, man.
Very funny.
So she here every day.
Every day. Like I said, man. Also, I would say you played a big part in this whole reunion. For as far as me reaching out to everybody, it was one day you called me and you said I want you to pray for me. Most times people say pray for, it's like pray for me when you go home, go sleep or something. You like, nah, you pray for me right now. So I was like, it's kind of, I tell you why it's powerful, because it's been on my mind for a long time to start praying with people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you asked me, I was like, man, I would love to. So I did on the spot, and then it gave me confidence to do this, you know? So I felt like, I can lead a ministry, and I felt like my class, we felt connected, and I felt like this was a great opportunity to do that and also pray with them. So I appreciate you for that. So like I said, we here to reminisce, reconnect, and rise together. So we got a special guest, man. My classmate. We hang out back in high school, took a lot of classes together. Reggie had a relationship with him after high school. I want to introduce Jemario Bibbs. What's up, brother?
Jemario, that man
What's
clean.
going on? What's going on, man? I like this sweater, bro. Love that sweater, man.
Yeah, it's an old school right here, man. I
Yeah.
think one of the cheerleader coaches gave me this, man. So
Really?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I don't think I never wore it because they gave it to me, after we left. But yeah, this really dope.
So you
I
got
give
that
it
high
to you,
school?
Ryan.
You got
Yeah,
that high
yeah,
school?
man. Shit, I had this since 2004, man. I got so much Craig One paraphernalia and boxes.
I see the jersey hanging back in the background, man.
Yeah, man. I still got the
55,
jersey.
yep,
I got the
yep.
helmet, man. Yeah. So, we always, hard at home, but always repping, right?
Right. That's cool. But like I said, man, I've been knowing Jemario. I said you can't create more grade. 7th grade?
8th grade.
8th grade.
Okay. So what neighborhood you grew up in?
Yeah, good
I
question.
grew up in Douglas, man. I'm straight out of
Douglas.
North Memphis.
DVK.
North Memphis.
You already know it. Straight out of Douglas.
Douglas. Okay, yeah, Douglas. That's what's up, man. Well, we glad you came to Craig because Douglas finally got high school later. You know what I'm saying?
So, man, but it's nothing like Craig, man. That was a great experience, man.
Yeah. So, but throughout the years, man, I would say for me, I would keep in touch. Facebook people repost, but for me, you always been like an inspiration. You always have encouraging words. You always tell folks to don't give up. So you've been very big on that. And like I said, every time I check it, so I make sure I like it, hard or whatever. So when I reached out to you, maybe 2 months ago, 2 or 3 months ago, was it May? I can't remember what month it was. But I called you on the phone, man. I picked up like I just saw you last week. No, I ain't seen you about 20 years. But I'm like, man, how you doing, brother? You know what I'm saying? And we just clicked right there. And then, like I said, you hopped on the committee with me and with Robin Casey and Candace. And the rest been history, man. We making stuff happen. So I really appreciate you, man.
Yeah, no problem. I'm glad to be here with you, man.
But man,
what a lot of people don't know though is Ryan actually helped me get my first job, bro.
What?
So Ryan and I worked together in high school.
Wow.
Well, my first job was Mrs. Winter on Sycamore View. Man.
Mrs. Winters, dog.
Mrs. Winters, yeah.
Brother.
Hey, them steak biscuits.
That's one of my favorite. That was one of my favorite restaurants growing up.
Yes, it was.
Mine too, man.
Yeah.
But that's crazy though, cause I remember, man, Miss Winters. I was there for. I wasn't there long.
You worked there with Winters. I forgot all about that.
It was interfering with band. Like I was in band, and Miss Linda, our supervisor, she would treat me like I was a grown up. Like, we don't care about your band schedule. You gotta be here. I'm like, what? I'm like,
no, definitely. She fired me on prom night, man.
Wow.
She fired you on prom night?
She fired me on prom night. She didn't care about me going to prom. She's like, you gotta come in and work. I was like,
that's crazy, ain't it? That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, she was that mean. It was like, man, we still gotta be kids. I just want to make a little money. She was like, nah, you want to work here, you gotta be on your P's and Q's as a dope.
Yeah, dang. But I forgot y'all was at Miss Winters. That's funny. Dang.
That's funny, Mrs. Winters, man. them simmer rolls, man. I miss it. They gotta come on back to the city, man.
Yes,
oh, man.
They slipping big time. But look, man, that was dope. I forgot about Mr. Winters, but Mr. Winters was a place. It was a place, man. But we want to get you. We got you here, man. We want to celebrate you, brother.
Yes, sir. We do.
You've been doing your thing. You've been, like I said, you say you're from Douglas, right? Like to be from Douglas and like to become a attorney. That's amazing, like a thing to reach. You know what I'm saying? Come from where you came from, Douglas. So I just want to know, like, where you at currently, for like place in life, far as your career.
So I'm like currently, I'm working. I've been all over the place from when I first moved to New York. I started working at a private equity firm, man. So dealing with mergers and acquisitions, business formation, things of that nature. Investing in startup companies with joint ventures, and I pretty much branched out. But now, being that I'm potentially moving back to Tennessee, I'm thinking about heading towards the personal injury. So that's the good thing about being an attorney. You pretty much have the license to print money. You have the license to do a vast, to do several different things. So yeah, I'm thinking about doing personal injury. I've already taken on a couple of cases, so see how this goes.
Yeah,
That's what's up, man.
that's what's
Dang,
up.
well, and that's what's up. Now, my question is, especially like coming from Douglas, North Memphis, attending Craigmont, because I really don't remember you being just, like a scholar as far as just, like I'm trying to go to Harvard type energy, or I'm trying to be, so when did and who was your influence to, I guess, like who planted that seed at a young age to think about being an attorney, or was it just something you was like, man, I'm gonna make this money. I got to find a way. I'm gonna get big money, so I'm just gonna try to be a lawyer type deal. Like, talk about the beginnings and when was that seed planted to
So,
serve the.
so to be honest, man, I don't have a pretty story. Um, my story, when I was at Craigmont, I was a bit of a rebel.
I remember
I
that
hung out
dog.
with,
Yeah.
I was a little rebel. I got in a little trouble, to be honest. I was the person who talked a lot in class and just got into all type of things because I wanted to be challenged. So I
Mhm.
challenged my teachers. So after school, I continued to act out a little. To be honest, it was this attorney that I met,
Nice.
and I actually saw on TV the other day. So she pretty much spoke to me and mentored me a little bit, saying things like, I represent young black males every day. You have an
Mm-hmm.
opportunity to get out here and be whatever you want to be. So I told her, I was like, I'm gonna be just like you. I'm going to be an attorney. And I
Yeah,
know I
man.
saw
That's
I
dope.
saw the look on her face, and I never forget. She looked like, okay, you're not gonna do that. So it took me a while. So I didn't go straight into college, but
Yeah.
it took me a while to accomplish this goal. But I definitely said it, and I went to achieve it. So it's been a
That's
journey.
what's. Yeah, man. Because like you just said it, and that was like leading into my next question is because the reason that man, I remember when I was getting started in life insurance and financial investment, and I had to reach out and use one of the people who just allowed me to come over and just go through my spiel. I forget. I mean, you was living in, I guess it was Bartlett. It was like it was close to Raleigh, and I remember going over your house, and I was suited up. I had my briefcase. I was
Yeah.
coming from Knoxville. Getting ready to do my whole New York life. Speech and everything. Then I came into the house, and I was like, man, this man didn't put up so many TVs on his wall. That man had the theater upstairs and everything because
Mhm.
because at that time in Facebook, I was just seeing how much you was using your hands, and then I just remember having that conversation, and because at that point in time, I'm a young man with a young family, doing the corporate America thing, and you made a comment to me and you were just telling me because like I was dressed in a nice blazer or whatever, and you just kind of let me know there was something that you wanted to get into, just as far as having that presentation of being a businessman and a entrepreneur, just being a high achiever. So my question is to you is, you said earlier that you started school, right? As soon as you graduated, it was like some gap years between that. What made you, so was it the same attorney who challenged you, made you enroll to the University of Tennessee, or did you, I mean, University of Memphis, or did you have different plans when you enrolled to Memphis? And what year was that? And how many years of removed from high school did you start your college career?
Good question.
So I attended undergrad at the University of Memphis beginning in 2014. Um,
2014, nice.
so yes, I was a communications major. Also, I was a double major, communication and political science. So I always knew that I wanted to be an attorney. Um, Once I chose a path, and I was like, yeah, this is what I want to do. Because basically, you see attorneys, they are the ones who make change. You know, they make the laws, and they are the ones who defend it. You know, when I went to law school, there was only two type of attorneys I knew: civil and criminal.
Right.
I didn't even know there were so many different areas. You have tax, you have just environmental attorneys, you know, real estate attorneys. So I didn't even know there were so many different areas. So when I went to University of Memphis, I pretty much just wanted to be a criminal. I said I was going to be the best criminal attorney to ever live. So
Okay, I like
actually,
that.
when I got into law
Jordan, man.
school,
MJ.
but down the line, that path, I ventured off into a different area, down a different path, but the goal still stayed the same.
Okay.
So
I mean, so again, so you said you started 2014, so you graduated in 2005. So was there any like doubt in your spirit you had? Was like, man, even though now in hindsight we approaching 40, and I keep telling young men I work with every day, you young, but at that point in time in your life, did you feel like, man, I'm too old for this, man, or I already slawed out, it's too late? Well, what made you like, just like, man, forget this, man, I'm finna do it?
never.
Man,
I'm telling
Yeah.
you, man, I never doubted myself. I never had anyone around me who pretty much doubted themselves. I had a strong
yeah,
team always. So one thing I pretty much always preach on, you know, choose your friends wisely.
yes,
So
sir.
I've never been the strongest person in my group. I surround myself with strong individuals. So they
Right.
say, hey, you want to do it? Let's get out here and do it. And I'm not gonna be the one on the sideline watching everybody else get it play.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
want to be a player too.
Yeah.
So man,
Exactly.
all my friends pretty much motivated me to always set out and achieve my dreams.
Yes,
So
Yes,
sir.
yeah. That's powerful. That's powerful. Because I mean, like my mama, she said the same thing one time, one sermon. Get off the bench, get in the game.
Yes,
That,
sir. Get
that
off the
stuck. That
bench.
stuck with me forever. I said, hey, it's time to get to work. But I do want to show this video of you in the courthouse. Is this the same judge you talking about? That you
well, that's the judge that swore me in was another great um, mentor in my life. She actually gave me my first legal opportunity straight out of college. So I
Nice.
interned with her, and she pretty much asked me, like, she offered to pay me, and I said no. I declined the offer to pay.
Yeah.
I was
Man,
there
what?
faithfully every yes.
Yeah. Yeah. He
Man,
said
listen,
he's
I
yeah.
Hold on,
I
man. I'm gonna
declined
see
the
this
Oh,
offer.
video,
wait,
man. What this
wait.
man talking about?
We're gonna play the video, but we're gonna play the video. But she did say that in the video. But I do want you to talk about that after the video. So everybody in
First the
class,
knowledge, man.
if you haven't seen the video, Jemario being sworn in at Tennessee courthouse in Memphis, right?
In Memphis,
Mm-hmm.
man.
Yeah. So
Yes.
County, Tennessee.
I'm gonna show it right now.
Today is November 8th, 2024. I am Judicial Commissioner Tarita Hewlett, and to the right of me is Jemario Bibbs. And this is a full circle moment for me because for two reasons. Number one, that Jemario Bibbs, I first met him, he was an intern. He wasn't even in law school. He was a college student, an intern, and you were unpaid, unpaid intern. So okay, that's right. That's right. He just wanted to learn, and he did a great job. I guess at some point I tried to hire him, and he said no. But and actually he took us out to lunch several times. So he's always been a diligent person, a hard worker. He was really a blessing to our office, and it's just a proud moment for me to see him go on and do bigger and better things. And he and I have periodically kept in contact throughout the years. And it's just an honor because I've always done things to give back to the community. Because I remember when I was a first generation attorney, no one in my family was an attorney. And I didn't even know what to do, where to stand. And I remember Samuel Perkins, who is no longer with us, actually took me under his wing and brought me before Judge Blackett, the second part of the full circle moment, that she is the one who actually administered the oath to me to become an attorney.
That's dope, man.
That is dope, man. That's man.
So the full circle moment, like I said, for what she was saying, like just go back to she met you, like you was just wanting to learn about it, and then they offer you money, but you didn't take it. So that's tremendous amount of faith to say I don't want the money, I just want to learn, I just want the knowledge. Yeah. So can you speak on that? Because that was a lot of people wouldn't. I mean, they offered me some money, I might be taking the money. You know what I'm saying?
I know, man. And I was fresh out of college too, man. So shout out to Judge Tarita Hewlett, man. She's still a like my law mom to this day. So the skill that she offered me was worth way much more than any amount of money that she could have paid me. So something I never speak on, I rarely ever speak on. Prior to attending college, during that gap, I did get in a little trouble. So one of the responsibilities I had at that law firm was expungement. So she taught me that skill. That skill I still know how to do to this day.
Yeah.
So I've done hundreds of expungements. And one of the expungements that I've done was for myself.
Yes,
I
sir.
expunged my own work. So she taught me a skill that I was able to utilize in my own life. So that was worth more than any amount of money that she could have ever offered me. So I appreciate Judge Tarita Hewlett for
that. That's dope. Because like you said, if you to know that you say you did have trouble, you did go through some trouble, but that trouble was the same thing that made you what you were today. And that's amazing. So like just going through that thing, that bottom, that place, and knowing that you gotta get up out of it, and it's gonna take a lot of faith, gonna take a lot of work. Like I said, you put that work in, and man, I mean, dude, you an inspiration out here.
Sir.
Yeah.
Man, yeah, I got one, man. Just man, hearing that testimony, I didn't know that. And so have you always leaned on Christ? Or are you new to the faith, or did your parents instill this into you in those moments when you did feel at the bottom and you had to overcome? Just talk to me a little bit about that, because I just, I think the people need to hear how real he is.
Definitely, man. Christ is definitely the leader of my life. From a youngin', man. My grandmother always instilled Christianity in each of us, so we've always knew that, Christ was the head of our lives. So no matter what we've gotten into, Christ has always brought us out of it. So it's like we start our morning off with it, with him. We go to sleep thinking about Christ. So, because I know one thing. I know I would not be here today if it wasn't for my grandmothers and my godmothers instilling those values and that faith in me as an adolescent. Because man, we've been brought through so much that I can't even explain. I can't explain, and we know that it was something higher than anything on this earth.
Sir.
Right. I got a question. She said something about first generation attorney, which she said her family. I saw on your I guess Veteran Day on your Facebook post, you was talking about the military people in your family, and I saw men and women. But man, you had a wall full of your family members that was military. And so I just wanted to know, like, when you left high school, was there like a consideration to go to like the military?
I actually took the ASVAB, man. Like you said, many of my family members are veterans. My great grandfather was a veteran. My uncles, my cousins, definitely. I thank them for their service. So I definitely, that was a dream of mine. Looking at my uncle as a Marine, I said I wanted to be a Marine, but so much transpired during that time that it didn't work out that way. So I mean, I wish I would have gone into the military. It would have paid for this college, and I would have
Right.
got an opportunity to travel. So, but I'm a believer that everything works out the way it's supposed to. So,
Facts.
yeah.
Yeah, man. Like I think about that period in time too, man, because like
Mhm.
I work in private hospitality, so I'm one of the dining room managers, and so I meet people from all over the world. And the older that I get, and just all I wish that growing up or coming out of Craigmont, I would have heard the importance of just doing those couple years in service and all the benefits that went along with that pays off into your adulthood. So yeah, and I just saw the Facebook post, man. That is man, God is good, man.
Yeah.
Them a lot of strong black men that served us well, man. So
Yeah.
is that your grandmother house in Memphis?
That's my grandmother's house, man. I was
Yeah.
definitely.
Yes, sir, man. That's what's up, man.
Yeah. Because military, like I said, military. In our family, we had one person in the military.
I think Uncle
Alvin.
yeah, Alvin and Ollie B, I think.
Yeah, but I ain't never meet Ali B. But
Yeah,
we never like we didn't have no conversations about military. Like I
right.
wish I knew too later in life. Like man, military would have been a good place to go. But like you said, everything happened for a reason in life. Everybody have different journeys, and you gotta love your journey. So you
Yes,
gotta
sir.
embrace your journey, and you gotta love it. And just if you keep the guy at the head of, you're gonna come out all right. So,
Yes, sir.
but military was for sure something I wish. I was thinking about just in the past. Like man, like you said, all the benefits you get, the skills you learn, discipline, man. Just so it's a lot to come with it that we in our family we didn't really have that presence of military. But I learned a lot after high school about
Yeah,
military.
likewise, man. Yeah, that's and I think like 2004, 2005, we had the George Bush was in office. It was a lot of stuff going on. So
Yeah.
that probably was another reason that kind of held things back. But I'm kind of switch it back up real quick because I know. So you did your undergrad at the University of Memphis, um, and you did law school in Texas. What college did you go to down there, and how was your time in Texas?
Man, I went to VTSU,
Man, represented,
Texas,
man.
Texas Southern University. Man, there's nothing like it. I love it. I love it. I actually got an
Yeah.
opportunity where I got accepted in several law schools, and Texas Southern was the first place I applied.
Okay.
But it wasn't until I visited my mother in Houston, and I had an opportunity to visit the campus, and I tell you, there's nothing like going to an HBC.
Right.
So definitely, I still speak to my fellow classmates on a daily basis.
Mm.
So definitely, we have a huge network. It's a network that I didn't get at doing undergrad.
All right.
So
Right.
definitely, I definitely owe my HBC.
So you moved to Texas. You how long? So you moved to Texas. How long were you in law school?
So law school, you were in law school for 3 years. I moved
Uh,
to Texas in 2017, a couple months before Hurricane Harvey. So
okay.
that's
Wow.
one of the challenges that I definitely
Right.
faced. My first week of law school, so it happened, I think, August 27th.
Mm.
We started law school August 21st. So yeah, man. So it was like law school started off quite challenging, but
Yeah.
Okay.
everything happened for a reason. I'm a strong believer in that. So
Okay.
Man, was there ever a period in your journey where you thought, man, I can't do this, man? Like, hey, man, what these folks talking about, man? I'm just gonna get this.
no, man. Actually, there were people in law school, whose parents were attorneys, and I would never forget the conversation. I was having with one individual. They were like, "Oh, you don't know this person? How you don't know this person?" You know. So I was like, "Man, do I?" I mean, I'm not saying that I question myself, but um, it definitely put that doubt in my
Mm.
head a little. Like,
Right.
man, do I suppose am I where I supposed to be?
Right.
But regardless, yeah, I went to law school and I went hard.
That dog.
In Memphis,
I
baby.
went
Memphis,
hard, man.
Douglas.
So it's like,
Straight out of Douglas.
I'm trying to tell you. So I
Facts.
had advanced law school, but my first year was very challenging. I think any attorney would tell you your first year will be the most challenging era of your life. Probably, I've never experienced anything like it. It will challenge you. It will challenge your family, your friends. So I mean, but it would definitely embrace you as well. So
yes, sir, man.
I appreciate it. It was a bittersweet moment in my first year of law school.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So when you finished law school, I see you had moved to New York at some point after. So you went from Texas to New York?
Yes. So it's actually the reason I'm here. Like every chapter of my life, I had a strong woman beside me, backing me. It was a fellow classmate of mine who offered me an opportunity, and people don't know, but I failed the bar my first time. You know, my first time we was going through COVID. I never knew that we were going to actually take the bar. I didn't take the bar until October. We were studying from May or before May, you know, but we were originally scheduled to take the bar in July, but we were not able to take it until October, and we found out last minute that the bar was on. So I took the bar in my living room, had so many different distractions, money issues, just all type of things. But regardless, you know, I had a great friend who was at the top of the class. I was not at the top of the class, but I pretty much knew everyone in law school, just holding different positions, elected positions for my class. So the young lady, you know, asked me, she was like, hey, send me your resume. I have an opportunity for you. And she's like, I need you to be in New York in 2 weeks. And I just, like, the entire time, I was like, this can't be possible. I never thought that it was true until I didn't think it was real until I actually got on the ground once the plane landed. I was like, no, I'm really moving to. And I mean, it was one of the best decisions I've ever made.
Nice.
Yeah.
Man, so are you in the city, or are you like in Staten Island, or are you in?
Actually, I'm right outside of New York. I'm across the bridge from New York. So it takes about 10 minutes. It's pretty much like South Haven to Memphis. Everyone say they're in New York, but I'm actually located in New Jersey. So it's pretty much everyone say it's New York.
Now that's even better, man. So that's where you're able to say that you're licensed in New York, New Jersey, Texas, and Tennessee, man. You just got so many, man, working tools going on right now, man, where you can definitely be the creator of anything you envision right now. Just having some, you know, real power and control. But man, like you said something earlier too, man, that just I had to jot down, man. You said you had strong women in your life. And like I believe all of us, we had, you know, strong women instill this spirit of Christ in us. You know, my father was extremely active in that part too, but my mama, you know, she was the one who was, you know, giving him that flame that, you know, that came off on us. And the fact that you said that just made me, you know, think about, you know, it's funny, you know, like I got this from my wife, cheerleading coach. And when she gave it to me, she's just like, Reggie, you know, you make sure you take care of that girl and you love her, you know. So we go on 23 years of friendship, and it all started, you know, at Craig Month, man. So I know what you mean by having a strong woman in your corner who, you know, who she helped me graduate. She helped me do everything, man. And we got these beautiful kids, man. And so I just wanted to ask you, you know, I know at one point when when me and you reconnected, you know, you were married, engaged, you was engaged, and you and your wife was together. And so I just wanted to know during that period, Oh, I don't even know how to frame this question, man, because I don't know if the class know. I don't even know if I should, say it out loud or whatever. But have you gone through a divorce, and how was that period of your life? Losing your life partner through separation. So it was hard for me to even think about how to ask that question, bro. I don't know why.
You got it out though. You got it out.
So yeah,
Hey, wait, you're doing great.
So yeah, no, definitely, man. I appreciate that woman, man. So we were together for about 10 years, and definitely, I have to give her credit for the role that she played in my life. It was definitely a pivotal moment. So if I never met her, I don't even know if I would be in school, let alone law school.
Right.
To be honest, she is the reason why I went to college. She was a pharmacist at Ole Miss. She graduated from Ole Miss. So once I went to Ole Miss, I was like, man, this is where I wanted to be. So when I was growing up, I thought you had to be rich in order to go to college.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know anything about student loans or anything. So she actually assisted me with financial aid, showing me how to apply for school and everything. And she uprooted her life as well to move to Texas with me. So it's like you have to have that partner. So you don't go through life alone. Life is so much easier. But I can honestly say doing law school was very challenging for us. They'll tell you on the first day of law school, many of you who are married would not be married once you complete law school.
Wow.
So that 1L year was very challenging for us. But I wish her well, and I definitely appreciate her for you know the for contributing to my success.
Right.
Dope, man.
Because
Nice.
there's like you said, man, you're a testimony. Like I said, you walking in the faith, and you are a walking example of Christ. You know what I'm saying? Because nothing is everything you tell and saying is not stopping you. It's like you learn from it, and you apply it to your life, and you move forward. So there's no real down moments. It's like a divorce. I learned from it, but I still love that person. So that's just
Mm-hmm.
part of life. You still got to show love. You still got to use that as motivation. And keep moving. There's so many different chapters of life. There's so many different chapters of life. But I do want to. Reggie mentioned Tennessee license. I know it was a big moment for you to come back home to Tennessee, because you started in Texas with your license, and went to New York and Jersey, but to come back home to be licensed in Tennessee, like how does that? Matter of fact, let's play the video first, and then let you talk about that. So I want to show this video of Jemario getting sworn in the courthouse. It's at 201 Popular. It's downtown.
For real? It was okay. 201, yeah.
It's a big infrastructure downtown, right there. In by 201 Popular. So I don't know what building you was in, but to be in Memphis, Tennessee, I want y'all to see Jemario Bibbs get sworn in to be a licensed attorney in Tennessee.
So when he said he was going to get sworn in, I thought it'd be fitting to call upon the longest sitting judge in Shelby County to do the honors. And so I guess without further ado, Judge Blackett, we will turn this over to you.
All right, I've got two oaths right here, and I'm going to do both of them because we're going to do them right. And so I'll just stand right there. Okay. And raise your right hand. This is the oath for the application for admission of affidavit to the bar of the Supreme Court of the State of Tennessee. I repeat your name.
I, Jemario Bibbs,
Do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Tennessee in the practice of my profession, I will conduct myself with honesty, fairness, integrity, and civility to the best of my skill and abilities. So help me God. Congratulations on that one. And we're going to go to the attorney's oath. Again, raise your right hand. I,
Jemario Joins,
solemnly swear that I will support the constitutions of the United States and the state of Tennessee, and I will honestly demean myself in the practice of my profession. So help me God. Congratulations. All right. That's it.
All
Thank
right. Man.
Oh,
Yeah, dog.
Congratulations, baby.
Yeah.
How did it feel, man? Being in Tennessee, again, so you went full circle moment, she said, from the beginning. But from Texas to New York, you came back to Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? In that moment, like, I know you made your family proud, of course. I know the post said, I made my family proud, but, like, tell me how you feel, man.
Man, it was a surreal moment, man. Actually, like I had so much adrenaline pumping because it was the first time family actually had an opportunity to see me get sworn in. So I've done this several times, but this is the one that actually mattered. I wanted my father to see it, my mother, my grandmother, all of them was present. They had the opportunity to witness me actually, take that oath. So, like I said, I'm the first attorney in my family. So, I'm able to be a role model to my nephew, to my nieces, and to younger kids, like, hey, if you work hard, this is what you can be as well. So, I mean, it was the best feeling to, just be in my home state, in my home city, and to know where I came from, and to know where this is just the beginning. We still have work to do, but I want to be that role model for those children, who grew up in certain circumstances, whose opportunities were, they feel like, your opportunity is limited. No, you can be whatever it is that you want to be, man. Guaranteed.
Facts, man.
Facts, yeah.
I love it, man.
That's what's up, man. I was so proud watching that, man, when you first posted it. And because Naja, shout out to class 04 Naja Payne, man. Yeah, I see you doing your thing out there.
My brother, man.
Yeah, Naja, man, it's the guy. But Naja posted the picture first, and I was just like, man, it wasn't nothing to it. It was just a picture.
Right.
And I'm like, man,
Yeah,
what's
I
going
saw
on?
that picture.
What's happening here? Like, how come Naja in New York? Then when the video came, and like I was so proud to see it, man, because just knowing your spirit and knowing what type of person you are,
yeah,
and because it's in me, I think it's in everybody who left the city of Memphis. And because when you leave outside of Memphis and you tell people you from Memphis, and they, they first make a comment about your accent, then it's just this thing that the second thought in their mind is just like they kind of got to look at you like, like you're not supposed to be in this setting, or like, you made it out of Memphis or something. And the fact that you came back home and you plan on doing personal injury, but you can do whatever you want to do. But I mean, that part, but the fact that you coming back home to the city right now make me feel so proud, because there's a part of me, God blessed me with 3 kids, and like, and believe me, I want to come home so bad. Me and Ron talk about it all the time, y'all. But it's a lot going on. I've been trying to come to Memphis the last 20 years, man. Yeah. But if you come to Memphis and you're gonna be working in the community and you're gonna be serving people who look like us, the people who from Douglas, from Raleigh, man, I think that's the ultimate full circle moment, man, that God kind of, that's why he took you through all that stuff. And you went to Texas. I'm pretty sure you had a ball down there. You got a network in Texas, you got a network in New York and New Jersey, man, and you could do a whole whole lot of stuff, man. I know you was running for SGA bar president, so there's some, it's something in there, that's bigger that you can, probably do, because we need, some judges to look like us too. So, so yeah, man. So that just made me feel so proud just to know that man came from Craig, man. Yeah, God is good.
Appreciate that.
Yes, sir. God
Definitely appreciate that, man. It's I wake up every day and be like, man, I can't believe it. But definitely, that's nothing like home. Houston is my second home, man. My mother lives in Houston, so I love the city. But there's something about Memphis, man, that I still see the beauty in it.
Right.
Like we can't wait on someone else to fix us. So definitely gonna assist being that change, man. And every time I tell somebody I'm coming back to Memphis, they're like, why? But it's
special,
just,
man. It's something special about this city.
Like home. There's nothing like home, man. Yeah. Memphis is so respected no matter where you go. You tell someone in New York you're from Memphis, man, and you love us. Everywhere you go, they love us. People love our accent, man.
They do. They love it, man. Now, on a lighter note, you know what I'm saying? Because I do kind of feel like we, at that kind of wrapping it up stage, man. So,
you're doing great.
I mean, you 38 years old, walking around here, attorney, man. How your personal life going right now, man? I'm pretty sure that inbox yeah, man. I'm just curious to see, you got
a curious question here, huh?
I like Reggie, man. Reggie actually tough question.
No, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of, a lot of young ladies out here that's looking for, gentlemen like yourself, man. So, I just wanted to know, man, like, how is it, being divorced, being successful, being in, large cities, man, how is that dynamic of trying to, because I believe as Christian men, the goal is to be able to, have a family and continue a legacy of children of God so we can keep shining our light. So, man, I just wanted to see, man, what was your thoughts dealing with women in 2024? Are you still kind of thinking, she out there for you, or you can, start your family? Because, the word needs, little Jemarios all over the place.
all over the place.
New Jersey, New York, New Jersey, and Texas.
like Cam Newton.
None of that, man.
All over the place.
I mean, if you want to, if you're that type of man,
All right, old folks. We're doing loud, old folks.
But no,
great though. But
definitely, like I said, I've always had a strong person, a strong woman in my corner, no matter what stage of life I've been in. And it, I could say I've learned from my past mistakes. I've learned from several past mistakes. So the trials and tribulations that I've gone through made me a better person for my next. I could say that. So for my next, she would definitely be a lucky woman, and I would be lucky too. So it's like, you can't, you have to be meticulous when it comes to choosing that life partner. So I'm in a great space. I'm definitely in a great space.
Man, it's good, man. It's real good to hear.
That's a great question. I'm gonna say a joke, but we got a reunion coming up. All right, ladies, y'all come correct. But
that's right, man. I was just trying to set it up for him, man. That was it. I was just trying to set it up for him, bro.
Y'all come correct. The ladies come correct, all right. It's the hottest bachelor in class, baby.
I'm pretty sure I'll be there in the next couple of years, man. And start having little ones running around here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but take your time, man. Ain't no rush on that,
I'll
man.
take your time.
That part, no, because like in all seriousness, because I'm thankful that we do have these, like Instagram, well, not Instagram, Facebook, like I spend my time on Facebook, y'all. But like, so I can just be able to, stay in communication,
Yeah.
and just, and I love reading your posts, man, because you be, like I'm the only, first of all, where I work, I'm the only African American heterosexual male in my company. So there's a lot of days if I'm not going to a fraternal meeting, I'm not around black men. So when I read, different Facebook posts from past classmates and just kind of topics of what's going on in our community, Jemario be leading the way on a lot of the same feelings that I be having. And I just know the last couple of years, there's been a lot of relationship things that I feel like separate, the black man and the black woman. And I just love how this brother is able to keep it real and be able to, remind people what's important. And also when knowing, what he's dealt through, that he been there, done that, and he got intel for these young men, that it just makes me even more like, it made us closer over the years, because I'm glad Ron doing these podcasts to kind of make everybody reconnect and feel like, we just back to where we were in the cafeteria, just chit chatting about what's going on in 2024. So, man, that's another thing I wanted to say to you while we were face to face, man. I just love reading your thoughts and where you are in your development right now, in your mindset. And it's a great thing for young black men to kind of just, tap into some of the stuff you be saying, man. So, yeah, man, keep doing your thing. I love it. I'll be seeing, man.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Shout out to Ryan, man. It's so hard going behind these great discussions. You did one with Casey and you did one with Loki and Butter, man. It's some great discussions, man. I enjoyed these podcasts. So shout out to you, Ryan.
And shout out, Ryan. You need to add me to the group so I can see them just, man. I'm still not in the group, y'all.
See now we better get not in the group. Now we better get to reunion announcements, right? so I can help him out. To help him out, okay? Let me help him out.
Yeah, I'm trying to see these interviews, man. I want to see these podcasts, man.
I'm about to get to that point. I'm about to give you all access to it, okay? But reunion.
Shout out to the class of 05, man. The last class of class.
Last class of class, like I said. Like you said, Mario, like you said, man, these podcasts is the people like I say, everybody could come on here. You know what I'm saying? No matter what your story is, we're going to talk about it. Like I said, we all been through journeys in life. We all have a testimony. We all have something, a purpose in this world. And we could always help somebody out. So, like I said, every podcast is different. Like you said, from the Loki one to Margaret, Casey's to both Casey's. But Casey Jackson, that was my podcast, I guess. But Casey Nelson podcast. Yeah. With Lala on there. I mean, yours, everyone has been different because we all had different journeys, but we all connect through Creedmoor High School. So that's the thing. That's the beauty of it, the life and love. And but I'm gonna get to the announcements. People, as far as reunion news, the committees have formed. If you're still interested, you can always reach out to our email right here at the bottom. It's creedmoorclass2005 at Gmail. And also, answer Reggie question. We have a YouTube page. We have a YouTube page.
What?
Open to the public.
Hey, hold on, man. Let me hop on this.
Creedmoor Class of 2005. We have an Instagram also. They told me
Instagram
it's open. Like Reggie said, he's a Facebook guy. I was a Twitter guy for many years. Like even though I was off Facebook for 8-9 years, I was on Twitter the whole time, just having fun. Twitter. They call it X now. Nobody call it X. But I took a break, came back on Facebook to do the reunion thing, And then I was doing Facebook. People tell me Facebook is old school. I'm like, everybody still. I'm old. So I wasn't running to a lot of classmates. I run to the people who've been supporting Facebook. I love y'all, because y'all been tapping in. And like I said, y'all get the exclusives. I put all the first interviews on Facebook, and Instagram get it later, just because y'all been keeping that page going. But Instagram page, they gave me the idea, like, man, you gotta go to Instagram. So I didn't believe them. I went to Instagram. People I ain't seen in years on Facebook, they on Instagram. They all in the camera. they doing stories every day. I'm looking like, dang, they over here. They really over here. So Instagram has been a big success too. We get a lot of traction through Instagram. So like I said, man, we're just expanding this ministry of our class. We're just trying to get this thing ready for the reunion and next chapter in life. And I will say, have another big announcement for another podcast. We have class of 2000. People are getting word of the podcast, so she reached out to me and she hooked me up with the current principal. I'm sorry, class 2000, Keela Jones. She hooked me up with the principal of Craigmont right now. So he's watching the podcast, Dr. Derek King, and he's gonna be on the podcast very soon. So it's gonna be a very big, gonna be a really dope podcast. So I'm excited for it. I just want to let y'all know, like, the work we doing, people watching from other classes. Class 2004 been supporting heavy, you know. So shout out to the cat, like I said, Katrika. That's the cat. She talked for both of them, but she always mentioned Katrika now. So Katrika and the cat. You said Nigel Payne, Reggie. They let me into their page actually, so they let me kind of study and see what's going on, so I could bring it over to our page. So I appreciate them for that. And anything you want to add, Reggie, before I get to my last two things?
Yeah, well, I'll just say to the class of 2005, man. Gosh, guys, 20 years, it went by fast then. Yeah. And yeah, but
19.
19. I'm sorry. Yeah, 19 years. Yeah.
I'm working on
Y'all still, football season just ended. Yeah, you're right. So no, but what I remember from our class reunion the most is the fact that when you look back and see the class members who are no longer with us,
right,
and you're able to reconnect with friends who probably wasn't even in your circle, who wasn't in your circle, or people who you really didn't talk to, and you see them 20 years later, and y'all can't stop talking. And it's just the fact that y'all doing it in Memphis, because I'm pretty sure, there's a lot of you all scattered across the country right now. But when you get back home and you kind of ride them streets and you kind of go back to your mama old house or whatever, and you kind of make your route back to Craigmont, it's just going to bring back so many things that you can be so thankful for, and just see how God is using you and the things that he brought you through to put you where you are right now, man. And I know the class 04 class reunion, there was a lot of our classmates who are no longer with us. And just to be able to, say their names and say a prayer, with those, with their good friends who stay connected to them throughout the years, that was one of the special moments to me. And I know, class 05, there's a lot of my good friends who are no longer with us, man. So we just got to be thankful for every day that we're able to breathe on God's earth, man, because you never know. So that's all I got, Ryan.
Facts. Like he said, like, classmates, we lost 04 lost a lot of classmates. We lost a lot of classmates also 05. So, we got to cherish these moments with each other. So like I said, I'm glad I can see Jemario. I see Jemario at least every week now. Through these committee meetings, I just hit on the phones, conversation. So I mean, I'm loving it, brother. Just to know in this next chapter of life, that we could always hit each other up. You know what I'm saying? And like, be there. If you need somebody I ain't got to talk to, you can always hit me up. So just knowing that it's the next phase that we going into. I want everybody in our class to feel like they could do that with their classmates. You know what I'm saying? So I do want to also mention at the last podcast we did, I think it happened between then, but we want to pray for Brandon Parrish family. Even though he passed away a week or two ago. I did go to the funeral, and we did get some flowers for him and his family that was at the funeral. So it was a very nice ceremony, very nice homegoing for Brandon Parrish. He was loved. There was maybe over 200 people there that showed Brandon love. It was nice to see. People said so many kind words about him.
Nice.
For how he was a child of God. For how he was the loudest in church. He was praising every day, every morning. That's what he did. So Brandon was a great person. So let's just pray for his family.
Yeah. Let's pray for his brother, man. Class of 2003. Kenny Parrish. He was on the football team with us, man. So, that was his little brother. So, as soon as I saw that, I thought about KP and Mr. Parrish. He was always doing stuff for the football team, giving us watermelon on the hot days, always had drinks. He treated us like his sons when we was out there on the football field. So, Mr. Parrish and, his mom and sister, I know a little sister too, man. So, yeah, it's a tough loss for us. The Brownsville community lost a good man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, all right then, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and pray us out. This song, like I said, this is how we started. We start from day one. It was all about Christ. That's how the team formed. This is how we got to this point. So, if y'all don't mind, y'all bow your heads. All right, Heavenly Father, we are so thankful for this opportunity and being of service and operating in your spirit. You given each of us the heart of love, and we just want to continue spreading that love you have shown us to others. So the smallest act of kindness is to save souls, and that is part of our purpose in life, to move in your spirit. So we just want to thank you for everything you've done for us. Thank you for allowing us three, myself, Jemario, and Reggie, to come back to reminisce as brothers, reconnect as brothers, and rise together. This is just the mission and purpose of the reunion. It's a real blessing to have and to be in the moment together. It's a brotherhood for your kingdom. We just want to also keep Brother Brandon Parrish family in our prayers. I just know before he passed away, he expressed how much he wanted to be a part of this class reunion. So let's just honor his life as well as our other fallen classmates as we prepare to come together again. So we love you and thank you for all. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
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 Thank you for this opportunity, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Like I said, man.
Hey, man. What's up with that lapel, man? What's that?
Then one of my law school classmates gave it to me, man. So it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah, keep it to the heart. I see you, man.
But man, like I said, man, it was I enjoyed the podcast today, man. To be with my brother and be with Jemario, another brother, man. So I just love seeing three men on the screen together talking and showing love to each other. So I really appreciate that. Thank both of y'all. Anything you want to add, Mario, before we head out?
it's all, man.
You want to get an outro?
Either one.
You want to get an outro? Yeah, you want to get an outro? I'll do the outro. All right, I'm gonna do it. Like, you got it. Want me? You Steve Harvey, remember?
Steve Harvey. No, you got it, bro.
I got it. All right, man. Life and Love Podcast. Chiefs class of 05. The last class with class. We out. Peace.
3330.
It's just what I noticed. So